This is a tutorial on the terrific Irish song turned into a bagpipe setting here of The Dawning of the Day. In the setting is played by the Camden County Emerald Society Pipes and Drums of New Jersey. This is also a pretty straightforward two-part 4/4 march. The settings don't really vary a great deal. Let me just go ahead and play through this setting slowly so that you can get a grasp of the technical issues in the tune, and then what I'll do is play the first couple of lines or so at full speed. It's not a very fast tune, it's just a nice lilting slowish march that you can play with other 4/4 marches. It's a really nice addition to your Irish repertoire. 1, 2, 3. So one of the first things you might note if you're already familiar with this song or tune is in the first bar, in the first full bar of the tune, you're going from C down all the way down to low A and back up to C again. In other settings you'll go from that C just down to the B. Here's how it sounds in some other settings, and usually very often in the song itself. So instead of the setting as we play it in the CCESPD, so instead of okay, so it's pretty straightforward. Pay a little bit of attention, of course, to the torlus at the end of the repeat of the first line, or basically the end of the second line, last measure of the second line, and in the last measure of the third line. So they're B to B torlus. They both land on half notes, so you have plenty of time to wind up and get your torlu nice and fat, even at a faster speed. And then the only other thing that might be new to you in this tune is a half C doubling from high A, and that's basically happens at the beginning of the second full part. So the very beginning of the second measure of the third line in the setting that we play. So that's C doubling from high A again. So instead of course, when you play a C doubling from any other note, you're playing the G grace note and the D grace note. From high G, you would play a high A grace note before playing the D grace note to C. But from high A, you can only play the D grace note, so it becomes a half doubling. Those are the only things of real note in the tune. It's pretty straightforward. Let me go ahead and give you just a run through of the first couple lines at the tempo at which our band plays it, just to give you some idea of the tempo that you're working toward. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's the tempo you want to work toward. It's not a, it doesn't feel like a fast tune. It's a nice sort of relaxed, swinging tempo. Great tune to march to. Have a great time with it.